I'm back.
Yes, I know it's been a fair minute since I made a video, but you've got to realize that I am a human being, and I have things to do, like school. That's it. So today, I'm not going to be doing a live reaction, but I'm going to be doing a just review of the new Neonix EP that came out on Friday. So I'm doing it a few days after, and I've listened to the EP a lot, so I really know the tracks by now, so this is going to be fun. I've never done a normal review like this, so I guess it's not normal for me, but it's normal for, like, Naughty Step. So I'm basically better than him. So, yeah, I look kind of crusty because I just got out the shower, but I just had an idea to finally film a video, and I'm doing this one. Yeah, this EP is called the Jenningser EP, which is kind of a sequel to his last EP called the Lee Jennings EP. Neonix is, again, one of my favorite producers ever, especially in rhythm. He's got such a unique sound. He's really clean. He's got a bunch of great full mixes with very small sounds. Hobie, can you please shut up? What do you want? What do you want? Hobie. This is the guy you saw in the Creeper Crunch video. Yeah, he's kind of a needy little diva. Hopefully he won't be ruining the video. So, getting into the first song called Space Porn. Yeah, that's the actual name. So, Neonix is a bit of a funny man, and you know, you got a jokester here. So this song really focuses on filling the mix of the whole song with just many little noises. Both drops are filled with variation, and the second half of both drops are probably some of my favorite moments on the EP, because it brings in, like, really stretched out notes and, like, a lot of really rapid fire notes in a one string of line. You'll see what I mean once I listen to the track, but yeah, there's just a lot to this song. None of the intros on this EP really stand out, but most of them are just kind of dark and set the tone of the song. But this one has a bit like of lasers. It has tribal drums, like, in a constant pattern going into the build-up and then straight into the drop, which again is great. So this song, it may be like my least favorite of the EP. Well, I don't know. I haven't really picked a favorite on this EP, but it's just super solid from the little Lee Jennings man himself. Alright, second song, Synthetik. This may or may not be my favorite song, I don't know. This and Dig It are kind of tied. This is probably the most rhythmy out of the bunch, at least in terms of, like, just standard rhythm. This song focuses on very plucky notes, kind of like pinprick stabs, and it uses them throughout pretty much the entirety of both drops. There's a few fills in here that really make the song seem more full, and they give it some more spice, and the song is just super solid. It's really has a really good flow, and unlike the first song, it uses very minimal sounds for the mix, much like Dig It. And I think that he does a really good job of only using pretty much one sound and modulating it and changing it to make it interesting throughout the whole song. So props to you, mate. Hamburger. And this end part is also really good.
Don't you understand?
Alright, third song, Dig It. Potentially my favorite song as well, along with Synthetik. But this song is probably the most forceful of the bunch in terms of like its main sounds. This is really leaning close to like Terra, but it's still in like a rhythm structure. And it still has that staple Neonix, clean, quirky kind of sound design. And it really puts a stamp on that whole style. But it uses pretty much one song throughout the whole thing, and it modulates it a bunch throughout the song. It follows a pretty staple like quarter note pattern, but it does quicken the notes at some intervals to make it more interesting. And it pretty much just runs with that idea throughout the whole song. It's pretty cool, and I love it. It's very, very good. And I also can't ignore the ending of the song as well. It's just, it's great. Also, this sample right here, it's really good. Also, oh yeah, that part, it's so good. I messed that up, but it's so good. Alright, now on to the last song, which is called Poopo 3. This is a VIP, or variation in production, if you want to get all sophisticated about it. But this is a VIP of Poopo, which was on his previous EP, and I really like that song, and much like Dig It, it really keeps to one song, and it just uses it throughout the entirety of it. But the thing about Poopo is that it was very minimal, and it really stuck to the core of what rhythm was. and it was super, super impressive in terms of how simple it could be. Not like quarter note simple, I mean like simple in terms of it just being very, very smart in a lot of its pattern placement and the flow of it. It was so slow, yet it called your attention through every which way with the percussion and just the noises and the little detours and pitch automations that it did. And it was super, super cool. And this song just kind of blows it out of the water. Well, not that much, because I think there are some points where it gets a bit too much, especially like the sustained bass in the second half of the first drop, which I think is just a bit too harsh, at least in the first half of the second half of the first drop. Oh, Jesus. So the third, fourth of the drop, it uses a very harsh sustained bass, and it's very harsh in that first half of the second half of the first drop. Jesus Christ, what am I doing? And then it doesn't get as harsh, but it's still very, very loud. But I personally really like it, but I know that a lot of people don't. So this song, it has a great fake out at the beginning of it, really spamming the notes, and it's just super, super nice. It catches you off guard, and it kind of just goes into very sporadic patterns, kind of just like what Poopo did, but a lot faster and a lot more sporadic, and just way more off the wall in terms of its ideas. And the second drop just kind of gets a bit deeper and more grungier, and it kind of goes back to what Poopo did before, like the original, but it just upgrades it. So, very solid track. And the outro of this song, it just detunes and it raises the melody like up an octave, and it's really funny. It's so good. Ooh, champion. So yeah, that's the Lee Jenningser EP, and it's very, very solid, in my opinion, of course. So, Neonix has once again solidified the fact that he's one of my favorite artists of all time, and I'm very, very excited to see where he goes from here. Because I love his sound, I love his style, and I love these tracks. So overall, as I give this an EP, I'd probably give it like a 9, or maybe an 8.5. Yeah, I'd give it an 8.5, because Poopo wasn't the best. The sustained bass had a bit of things, and some of the mixing issues are prevalent in that, and I think like space porn, but and some of the percussion gets a bit like tinny and it just has a lot of background noise in it, and it kind of deters from the quality of it all. Not too much to the point where it's unbearable, but it's just there to be noticeable. So, thanks for watching. Good EP. First video back. It's probably going to be bad. No, it is bad. I know it is. So, I'll catch you with the interim Season 5 review a few days from now, or maybe a day from now, or maybe sometime. So yeah, I will catch you guys later. Goodbye, and give me 200 subs, please. That'd be really cool. Yeah, bye. I'm talking for way too long. So yeah, just bye.